Good morning, everyone. It's morning here where I am, and it's a lovely morning. The sun is shining. It's going to be in the 70s today. Oh, the grass is green, the flowers are blooming, the trees are budding. How can it not be wonderful? And we have scraps to play with, so it can't get any better than this. What are we doing today? Well, we have something here on the table, but if you look at it closely, I have it sewn around the edges, okay? And then I have this area down in here that's marked off with grid lines, like that, okay? With 9 sections. So, what this is going to be is a slow-stitched Tic Tac Toe board. I call it a coffee table game because these are so cute once they're made just to lay out on a side table, coffee table. They're a game board, they're a conversation piece, and they're just fun to make. They're great gifts. If you have children on your gift list this year, they're great gifts. So we don't want to make this complicated. You can see mine here. It's very simple. Let me see, measure it out for you. This is about 6 inches by 8.5 inches, something like that. And then I sectioned it off. I left a little section up here that I thought I could do something decorative up there. And then this would be my game board. Now I did sew the outside edges with the sewing machine, but I intend when I get through slow stitching the inside to put a backing on this and then do an overcast or some kind of stitch to finish off the edges. So this machine stitching here really helps to keep the batting and the fabric in place and not moving around on me. So, and I'm not having to work over pins. So I like that. Now I'm going to do some type of embroidery in here on these lines. I'm going to do something up here. And then I'm going to make the little, let's see, where's my little, oh, I lost my little template, but I'm going to make little game pieces, okay? And I'm going to make circles, and I will make so many circles in one color and so many in another, so that they would be good game pieces for 2 people to play tic-tac-toe, okay? And this is a 1-inch circle, I believe, or 1.5-inch circle. Let me get that out. This is a 1.5-inch circle, and it is just right for the size game board that I will have here when I'm done. And so I think this is going to be such a cute little project and a wonderful gift. And this is the time of year to start creating gifts when you have gift-giving occasions through the rest of the year. Let's think of the little kids that we know when they have fun with this. It's also a great travel thing. If you make a little pouch to put it in, make a great travel game too for the kids in the back seat or whatever. Okay, let's get going to the next part. Well, let's go and see what we're doing with this yarn. We are couching this yarn along those lines that I drew that divided this grid into 9 sections, which is what I need for the tic-tac-toe game. And to divide each of these sections, I am couching this yarn down those lines and just leaving a little bit over the edge. And I think that is kind of a cute feature there, and it also has a little bit of a ridge which will help keep the game pieces in place when they're placed down on this little fabric game board. So nothing difficult about this part. We're just couching this down and getting it secured down so that it stays in place. This is going to be so adorable when it gets finished. Just think of a slow-stitched tic-tac-toe game. Somebody or yourself are going to love to have this. I just think personally it's a great little item to have at home, like I said, on a side table, coffee table or something. When you have guests over who might want to play it while you're getting dinner on the table, or if they have children, might be something to help entertain the children a little bit. What a nice little gift to add to a larger gift bag item, to add a little handmade item like this. Wouldn't they be cute if we made several of them and they were party favors? A take home, a take away from a party or dinner party or something like that. I was thinking if you have maybe a family gathering once a year, during the year you could make several of these and everybody would have one to take home. Now I have a little line drawn that I'm following, and that helps me keep my line straight here. And then when I reach the junction of the two, I do a cross stitch across that junction. A couple of times to keep it down secure. Okay, now we'll go down our line again. Where is it? There it is. No particular distance. You have to go whatever you feel is good for the item that you're using to couch. If you're going to couch something, you could simply do an embroidery stitch down those lines and outline them like that. Like I said, my idea for this couching is to help to keep the little game piece in place. Since it has a little ridge with this couching, then it can't slide out too easily. I'll show you what I mean in just a minute when I finish this one. Still haven't decided exactly how I'm going to decorate it at the top part, but I have to do that before I put the backing on, so I'm going to have to get my thinking cap on and decide what I want to do. I don't want anything too elaborate, just a little something up there that decorates the board a little. Okay, all right. We're getting close to the end here. Right down here we will secure it well. Overlap it about 3 times. And then I like to go down the center of the yarn on one side of that stitching and up the other side of that yarn, and then stitch over that stitching right there. Kind of lock that in. And tie off a knot here in the back. Okay. Then we'll trim it. I'm trimming it to the edge because, as I said, I'm going to be doing some overcast stitches over that edge. And so I don't need a big hangover. Okay, these aren't finished yet, but if these are plain pieces, you could see how that would help to keep them in place. Okay, all right, and they fit nicely in there. Now these are going to be my game pieces that I've got so far. So this look is going to be this way. Then on the other side will be a solid color. And I will make 10 of these, and that is plenty to finish a game. There are, I believe you don't need more than 5 pieces per side. So one side would use the solid color and the other side would use this color. And that's how they know which pieces were which. So about the most you could put on is 4 pieces, so that would be a few extra pieces. So if I make 10 altogether, that's plenty. If I lose one, I have an extra one. Okay, that's the couching down the thread to divide the game board. Now next I'm going to be working here, and we will decide what we're going to do up here. So let's go to that next. I've been working on the top embellishment. I think that's really cute, don't you? I just used some store-bought little flowers up here and some trim and put them over a piece of fabric that I had that matched it really well. Excuse me. So I think that looks really cute at the top up there, and I like that a lot. I finished the yarn, couching the yarn across. And now I think what I'm going to do is take some thread and just overcast the edges. I have my backing fabric here just on the very edge to catch that. And then I'm going to take more of this yarn and couch that down the sides and to finish it off. Now that's my idea at the moment, and I'm liking that pretty good. We'll see how that goes. I'm thinking that this color for the outside here, since it's not really a decorative element, more a utility element, ought to be good. Boy, I cut that long, didn't I? And I can do the overcast with that. And let's see here if I can get it separated without it tangling on me. And I'm really liking how it looks. It's so cute. And it's really been very easy and very quick so far. And I just think it's a wonderful little project. It only takes scraps of fabric. This you can see nothing on here is big at all. And so you can use scraps of fabric to do this with. And it's just a wonderful little scrappy project for making gift or just a game for yourself. You know, if you ever like to play tic-tac-toe, you'll have one. Making the board is one part of it, and then making your little circle pieces is the second part of it. So we will get through all of that together, and let me show you what I'm going to do here on the sides. Cut the tail off that. There you go. I'm just going to sandwich my thread in between here and just overcast, catch this just a little bit and keep it small, because I am going to come back with the yarn, and that in itself is going to be another attachment between the two layers, front and back. So just keep this very small to the outside, but basically just closing up this raw edge is all I'm doing here. Attaching my front and back pieces and closing down my raw edges. I don't have to, you know, totally cover them or anything like that. Again, this is scrappy. You know, I like scrappy, so edges don't bother me that much. But just because I think this would make it stronger if it's actually used and played with, and this little bit of work here to bind that edge will help it to hold up to use better. And then we'll try the what I think I want to do with the yarn and see if I like that. Okay. All right. So I will be just overcasting this all the way around, and I'll do that off camera, and then we'll start with couching the yarn around that, see what that looks like. Okay, we'll go to that next. Well, isn't that adorable? Isn't that just cute? As you can see, I have made 10 of the little game pieces. Now, these are all double-sided so that all of them have this side to it, but and they all have a other side. So when you divide them out 5 and 5, a person would just decide whether they're the colorful side or the yellow side, and that's the side that they would use to play the game. And they are just cute as pie. These are 1.5-inch circles, and simple, simple, simple. It's a decorative side, batting in between, and then the back side, which this is flannel, and so it makes it nice. It tends to stick to the fabric too, and so does this fabric. So it's just cute as pie, simple stitch, nothing hard about it. Okay, so those are the 10 pieces, and as you can see, I finished everything on this. I got the edges overcast, and then I finished couching the yarn all around so that it would complete the piece. Let me turn it so you can see it well. Okay. I think it's just adorable. It's so cute and so usable. And you know, it's completely, it's washable too. So if a person wanted to, I would hand wash it, I think, just because that's just, I'm kind of that way with things. I would hand wash it, and then you could gently press it with an iron, and that makes it nice too. And you could also hand wash these little pieces, just everything here, because something that gets handled or played with or used is going to get dirty, and you do want to be able to clean it. But isn't that cute? And what a great gift idea that's made out of just scraps. Nothing hard. It can be a machine sewn parts of it. It can be totally all slow stitched, hand sewn. It just doesn't matter how you want to put it together, but it's just a perfect little use for our scraps, and where we can delight someone else with a gift like this. Okay, that's going to be it for this video, and I'm telling you, if you just play with these scraps, you're just going to stay so scrap happy.